All right, welcome back to Pleeka's. All right, welcome back to Pleeka's Picks, the second year. Last year I beat Hess by God knows how many games. I can't even remember. We skipped the Thursday night game, so we're gonna get right to the Sunday games. First week of the season. Hardest week, in my opinion, to make picks is the first week of the season because you don't know what these stupid teams are going to do. All right, first game, we got the Steelers in Cleveland, and I'm going to take the Steelers over the Browns. There's no way the Browns are going to beat the Steelers. No Le'Veon Bell, it won't matter.
Week 1, 2018 NFL season is finally upon us. I'm recording this on Friday, the day after last night's game, where the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Atlanta Falcons. Pretty boring game. A lot of penalties. I believe it was like 28 it was insane. So we're going to hop right into it. We got Pittsburgh visiting the Cleveland Browns. I think Cleveland will be improved. It's hard not to improve when you don't win any games last season. But I do think they will be improved. However, I am picking the Steelers to win this ball game, even without Le'Veon Bell.
All right, second game, we got the Titans against they're in Miami playing the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to take the Titans on the road to beat the Dolphins.
Next game, we have Tennessee visiting the Miami Dolphins. For some odd reason, I decided to take the Miami Dolphins. Might come back to bite me, might not, but I mean, I think Tennessee's overrated. I feel like they're there every year. They feel like they're going to be there, and they never quite make it, so I'm taking the Dolphins.
Next, we have the Bills going to Baltimore playing the Ravens. Tough game. I don't think either team's very good. I'm going to take the Ravens at home to beat the Bills.
We got Buffalo visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are at home. I'm going to take the Ravens.
All right, next game, we got the Texans at the Patriots. This should be a good game. Be interested to see what Deshaun Watson can do this year. I'm going to take the Patriots, though, at home. Although this should be a really good game, I'm excited to watch it.
Houston visiting the Houston Texans visiting the New England Patriots. I really wanted to take Houston in this ball game because for whatever reason the past few years the New England Patriots seem to start slow. They work out their kinks and then 4, 5, 6 weeks into the season they kind of flip the switch and that's when they make it to the playoffs. But with that being said, I'm going to take the Patriots.
And we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the New York Giants. God, this could be like a 3-0 game. I'm going to take Jacksonville on the road, but I don't have a good feel for this game. That's the hard part about doing this week 1. I think Jalen Ramsey's going to shut down Odell Beckham, and no offense for the Giants. We'll see how that goes. Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the New York Giants. Giants should be improved. Odell's back. They got Saquon Barkley. I'm still gonna take Jacksonville.
All right, next game we got the 49ers going to Minnesota to play the Vikings. I think the Vikings are a way better team. I think they'll blow the 49ers out. I like Garoppolo, but he's not a one-man team.
We got San Francisco visiting Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to have one of the better defenses in the league as they did last season. I think they're going to add to it, or I think they have added to it, and I think they're going to be really, really good. They also picked up Kirk Cousins. I'm taking the Vikings.
All right, next game we got the sorry-ass Buccaneers against the Saints in New Orleans. There's no way the Saints can lose this game, right? There's no way.
Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the New Orleans Saints. I picked the Saints to potentially be in the Super Bowl this year. If you watched Pleeka's Super Bowl video, we talked about that a little bit. Tampa Bay, I don't think they're going to be anything good. Nothing spectacular, so I'm going to take the Saints.
This is a great game here. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Indianapolis Colts. Neither team's really going to set the world on fire. I'm going to take the Bengals. Even though the Colts are at home, I just think the Bengals are a better team.
Next up, we have the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Indianapolis Colts. I am from Indiana. I was born in Indiana. I was there. I lived in Indiana until I was about 12. Then I moved out here to Arizona. I still am a Colts fan. I still root for the Colts as well as the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm going to take the homer pick, and I'm going to pick the Colts.
All right, next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to be good this year. I'm going to take them at home to beat the Chiefs.
After that, we have the Kansas City Chiefs visiting the Los Angeles Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to be good this year. I feel like if Keenan Allen can stay healthy, that's really going to help. Phillip Rivers. I'm not a huge fan of Phillip Rivers, but he's a good quarterback, and I don't think you can really deny that. However, I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs and the rookie quarterback and their high-powered offense to win this game.
Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers. I think Carolina's going to be better this year. I think Dallas is not going to be as good. I'm going to take Carolina to beat the Cowboys at home.
Cowboys visiting the Panthers. I'm going to take the Panthers. I'm going to kind of run through these next few at a quicker speed.
Next game, we got the Redskins coming out to Arizona to play the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Redskins on the road to beat the lowly Arizona Cardinals.
Washington at Arizona. I obviously have the Arizona Cardinals hat on. I'm going to go ahead and take Arizona to win this game. I think Arizona is going to have a top 5 to top 10 defense. Obviously, that's barring injury, but that's with everything being said. So I'm going to pick the Cardinals to win this game.
Next game, we have the Seattle Seahawks going to Denver to play the Broncos. This is a toss-up. I'm going to take the Seahawks on the road to beat the Broncos.
Seattle Seahawks visiting the Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson is my fantasy quarterback, so I'm going to have to roll with no, I'm not picking Seattle. I am picking Denver to win this game. Mile High, first game of the season. Broncos have a great defense. Seattle's offensive line, we don't know how improved it's going to be, if it's improved at all. They were pretty bad last season. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take Denver.
Game, we got the Chicago Bears with the new Khalil Mack going to Green Bay to play the Packers. I think the Bears will be better, but I still like the Packers at home. I'm going to take the Packers to win.
Sunday night game, we have Chicago Bears visiting the Green Bay Packers. Should be a pretty good game. Bears went out, got Khalil Mack, traded 2 first-round picks to get Khalil Mack, but I'm going to go with the Packers. I don't think the Bears will be the team to beat this season. Maybe next year or the year after, but I don't think they're there this year.
All right, Monday night game, we got the New York Jets at the Detroit Lions. Not the best Monday night game I've ever heard of, but I'm going to take the Jets on the road to beat the Lions.
2 Monday night football games. We have the first one, we got the New York Jets visiting the Detroit Lions. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions, and then we got the Rams visiting the Raiders. I'm going to take the Rams. I think the Rams have a shot at making the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to have the as good a win-loss record as they did last year. I do feel like they're going to take a step back, even though they have added so many different pieces. They've added a bunch of pieces, and no doubt about it, they're going to be good, but I picked the Rams to win that game.
And then my game of the week, because it's my favorite team, the Rams versus the Raiders. The next Monday night game, I'm going to take the Rams over the Raiders to win. I'm picking the Rams to win the Super Bowl, so you got to beat the Raiders if you're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, that's going to do it, folks, for this week. Pleeka's Picks. I'm Hess, and feel free to leave your comments below. Subscribe, rate, review, leave comments, interact, do whatever you need, and we'll talk to you next week. Peace.
All right, welcome back to Pleeka's